Good. We good.
All right, bet. I have this cheap stuff in the background too, so get a little appearance to it. All right, so yeah, man, just give me overall assessment, man.
um, this is probably the worst game we played all season. The defense was, man, I don't know. Defense was a little lackluster today. Um, Tyron might have had his worst game as a Chief. He said he was sick though, so if he was sick, then it looked like he was sick. It looked like he wasn't himself. So I'll give him a pass on this, But despite all that, we came out with the W. That's all that really matters, and it's on to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and like you said, there are no easy games in the NFL, and this is another case of that. And I gotta give credit to the Raiders, man. They definitely improved. Derek Carr, he balled down in both games. We gotta
They showed
salute
up,
that.
man. That's the thing about the Chiefs this year. Every time we face a team, they're gonna show up because we are the champions. We Super Bowl champions. You got to show up. It's primetime TV. You got to show up. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be easy. Nobody ever said it was gonna be easy, but you know what I'm saying? Champions win games like this. When it's not working for you, you got to find a way to bring that win out, and we won. So that's all I can say about that.
Yep, most definitely. And Derek Carr, he's playing some good football this year. It's looking like he's starting to get back to the form he once had before the injury, as
Well,
I
he
mentioned in the
played,
previous
he
episode.
played good against us. I don't know if he plays good all the time. I
I
wouldn't
mean,
give him. Yeah, he been playing good. I'll give him that. I ain't gonna hate on him. He been playing good. He been playing especially well against us. But also, he usually plays us in the cold, and he's not good in cold games. I mean, even Raiders fans got to admit that he's not good when the weather's cold. So it's still warm. It's still we they play. Usually we play in Oakland first, and then they play in Kansas City late in the season. This
right.
year we flipped around, so that might be a thing too. But give them their props, man. They came to play, bro. They fought. You know what I'm saying? They fought hard and almost won the game, but they left too much time on the clock.
Yeah, man, champions found a way somehow. And I was telling people, I said when it got down to 2 minute warning and they was at the 1 yard line, I was like, you know what, you might as well just let them score, man. Let Pat bring it home because the defense ain't gonna do it.
It almost looked like we was like a fingertip away from holding it, but I mean that was a hell of a throw and that was a hell of a catch by Witten to be right there in the end zone. You know what I'm saying? But Tano did touch the ball. If he would have had more than a fingertip on it, it might have been different. We might have won the game right there. But I mean, all in all, you know what I'm saying? Respect to the Raiders, man, for real. And that's something I never thought I would say. They fought hard both games. They beat us the first time, and then this time they came in and they fought tooth and nail, bro, to the end. So we might see them again. I don't. We might see them again.
Yeah, we might. It's a possibility. So out of both games that we have played this year against them, is the heated rivalry back? Can you say it's a rivalry again?
It's
Think
that close. It's that close. They gotta like beat us again, or they gotta keep fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like they do. Because normally the Raiders roll over, but they haven't been rolling over, and you got to respect the fight, bro. So if we play them again and it's another 31-28, uh, 30-27 type game, a last second come from behind, a game winning touchdown here, then yeah, it might be that. It might be that. It's starting to look like that.
yeah.
It's
Oh,
definitely more intensity around the game because this is the like I said earlier on Twitter, bro, I was like, this is the most look forward to game since for me, since like the Rams in 18. Like that game was like the game to watch. You know what I'm saying? Besides like the Patriots, you know what I'm saying? Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? But the Rams game was a real game. Like, oh man, I can't wait to play that game. So this game lived up to the hype, actually. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been it would have been better for us as Chiefs fans if it would have been a blowout. But for prime time, for all that, um, it was a good game, man. A good game to watch. You know what I'm saying? And it was tooth and nail. It was back and forth. They defense showed up. Our offense showed up. They offense showed up. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hell of a game.
Yeah, most definitely. It definitely little to the hype, man. Everybody got their eyes worth or their viewership worth, you know, and just to break down everything, man. Like the very first drive when the Raiders got on the field, man, they just made it look way too easy. Darren
Way
Waller,
too easy.
yeah, Darren Waller running open in the field, like he burnt Sorensen early on, and I was like, okay, Sorensen, there's no way Sorensen can run with Darren Waller. Like you got to put Juan Thorhill or somebody else on him. And
Waller is a beast, though, man.
yeah,
He's been a beast for
yeah,
real. Waller's a beast.
yeah, he's
Um,
probably he's arguably like a top three tight end in football right now, arguably, or he's at least top
so,
five
so,
somewhere.
yeah, yeah, he's in that conversation. With well, I think Kelsey is definitely the best tight end, and then you got Kittle, you got Waller. Um, it used to be what was the
Zach
other guy?
Ertz, Zach Ertz.
Yeah, Zach Ertz. Who was the dude in Cincinnati that was good? Effort.
That dude never stayed healthy though. He only had one
Yeah,
good
he
season.
always stay healthy, but he had real good potential. Waller, Jerry Cook, Jimmy Graham used to be a guy a few years ago, but
Right.
I mean, right now those three guys, Kelsey, Kittle, and Waller, those definitely top three right there.
Yeah, I probably gonna go with that myself, honestly. And
Yeah,
and then it looked like Tyron, and like you said, I mean Tyron, you said he was sick and everything. You know,
yeah, he said he
I
was
didn't know
sick.
that, but it looked like he didn't want to smoke with Waller. But hey, I mean that could be the case.
There's a lot of people don't want this. Nah, but one time in the game he had him like dead to right, and he just missed. Like it was just it's not. I've never seen him play like that, bro. Like it was he never had a bad game like that, bro. Like for real. So I mean, it was an off game for the defense, and hopefully they not gonna get no break. I know Spags is gonna get in that ass, and they got to refocus, and I think they'll come back out better against Tampa Bay. Um, also, D Rob kind of had a bad game, man. It was just a lot of mental mistakes. It was just, I don't know what was going on. Was he trying to do too much? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, D Rob did not have a great game at all. So I kind of wanted him to redeem himself in the second half, and then he kind of made another. He led to well, I don't know if it was if Pat made a bad throw or D Rob ran the wrong route or something.
I think D-Rob ran the wrong route, man, because you know, a lot of people said that Rob was supposed to sit in that spot where Pat threw the ball, especially when the defender had fell down.
Right, right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, all in all, he had a lot of mental mistakes, and hopefully Sammy is back. We just look better with Sammy Watkins
Oh,
in the
absolutely.
lineup. I don't care how you feel about Sammy. We discussed this before. I don't care how you feel about Sammy, money wise or whatever. We just look better with Sammy Watkins in the game in the lineup. It's just this game was a perfect example.
Yeah, most definitely. And it goes back to when Robinson ran the wrong route. I mean, if that was Sammy, I mean, Sammy definitely would have been in the right spot.
Yeah, yeah. Sammy would have definitely been in the right spot. He would have caught. I think he would have caught that other ball too that Robinson missed. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it happens. We have up and down games. You know what I'm saying? It happens. So it's how you bounce back from that game. So D Rob is gonna have to come out and be good against Tampa Bay. He needs to be good for the rest of the season. It's a money year. It's a contract year for D Rob. Like he needs to raise his level up. You know what I'm saying? So
And I
um,
and I said he was a sleeper pick too, man. I picked him to be the sleeper pick. The opportunities were there. He was just making a lot of mistakes. But thankfully in the second half, he did get better and he made that key fourth down play to keep the drive alive when the Chiefs were previously down early in the fourth.
How did you feel about how they used the running backs tonight?
They did a great job. Le'Veon, I think he could have ran him inside a little more, but Clyde, I done said this so many times with Clyde. I'm like, if you get Clyde on the outside, he's gonna do damage. And that's where he was most effective at.
Clyde was very good tonight. I think Le'Veon, I really want to say I think they should have gave him some more opportunities that they gave Darrell Walker. I mean Williams. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like if they could have gave Le'Veon, because Le'Veon looked like he was running with some juice. You know what I'm saying? And so I mean it's interesting to watch look going forward, but the running game definitely looked better tonight than it's been looking past what 3 games maybe.
Yeah, because they finally listened to me. I'm like, dude, get them delayed draws out the playbook, man. Like Clyde, it's not where Clyde thrives at
Yeah,
with
Clyde had
delayed.
a Clyde. The first 2 series, man, Clyde was killing. He had 2 touchdowns tonight, man. It's one of his better games. You know what I'm saying? So, um, Travis put up crazy numbers, caught the game-winning touchdown.
Still the best in the league.
Tyreek, low key under the radar, had what 11 for like 100 and something. So, I think this is the first game he didn't catch a touchdown though. That sucks. Yeah, a
But
little streak going.
Tyree scored, but I think it was on a run play, right?
Oh, he did score, didn't he?
Or
My
was
bad.
it
You
or
got
was
it.
it that forward pass when he go in motion?
Yeah, that's one of them pitches type things.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So okay, never mind.
yeah.
Scratch
Tyree hit
that
the
from the
corner.
record.
Yeah, Tyree hit the
Scratch
corner
that
and
from the
scored.
record.
So yeah,
But I mean, the takeaway from the game is the defense did not. They didn't rise to the level tonight, man. It was an off game,
yep.
and
And if they play like that against Tampa, I mean, we gonna lose, man. I mean, bottom line, like you can't have a performance like that. Like Chris Jones, he had a few offside penalties, and then he was yelling at Legarius Sneed over something
was he
earlier.
yelling at him, or was it something? Did Snead get into it with somebody from the Raiders, and then they was trying to like calm him down, or was it directed at Chris Jones?
I mean, it could have been either or, man. Because like I seen that one teammate was holding Snead back and just talking to him. I guess so. I guess he was trying to calm him down, and then Chris Jones got over there and
Yeah,
started
yeah,
yelling
like
at Snead.
bro, what are you doing? I think it was Arnett,
Uh huh.
Damon Arnett. He was talking a lot. Abram is
Hey,
man.
listen, Abram gotta chill, man. He
This is
gotta
one
chill,
thing
dog.
about the Raiders. This is one thing about the rivalry right now. Abrams is gonna help bring the rivalry back because he's hated right now. Like I've seen a lot of people tweeting, "I hate Abrams," and that's good for the rivalry aspect of the game. If you can find somebody that you don't like and somebody that you can point the finger and be like, "I hate that guy," that helps bring the rivalry back.
Yeah, because a lot of people saying they want to fight Abram, whatever. Some about in the group
He
in the
is
group chats I
he is
was seeing,
hateable though.
they
He
was asking
is
like, do y'all want to
he's a
fight
good villain.
Do y'all
He's a
want to
good
fight
villain.
Jonathan Abram? I said, I think pretty much everybody at Chiefs Kingdom want to still on that dude.
Yeah, for real. I would love to hit him. And Arnett was wearing that chain though, bro. Like that chain.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
man.
yeah. I
David
want
Arnett was
to
extra
snatch
with
the
that, man. I'm like, man, go tuck that chain back in your jersey, man, before it
chain.
gets
Yeah.
snatched.
They was feeling themselves. They should, man. They beat us fair and square. You know what I'm saying? So they could have came in the game feeling themselves. Ain't nothing wrong with that. They didn't accomplish the goal. So instead of blowing them out, we just snatched the victory from the jaws of defeat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I rather I'd rather lose in a blow. Well, nah, I'd rather fight hard through the whole game, but to have your victory snatched at the last moment, that's heartbreaking right there. You know what I'm saying? So, man,
Yeah, most definitely, man. And I just wanna say this as well. I mean, just to talk about the offensive unit a little bit. Overall, man, I mean, despite the loss of Sammy and everything, and Demarcus making his mistakes, man, like for the most part, we was hitting on pretty much all cylinders. I want to say that Byron Pringle, when he came in, he contributed again. And the thing with Pringle is like when Sammy is out, I would definitely like to see him play a few more snaps.
I think he got hurt though. Didn't they? Something happened to his ankle.
Yeah, near the end. That was in the fourth
Yeah,
quarter
near
though.
the end. Okay. Yeah, Pringle. I think Pringles has earned the opportunity to get more snaps, man.
That's what I think.
I wouldn't be mad about that. I wouldn't be mad about that at all.
And then
Um,
shout out to Eric Fisher too, man, because Eric Fisher he had hurt his knee earlier in the game, and he stayed in, he gutted it out, did the best he could. So
yeah, he got it through, man. He got it through, man. That's hard, man. That's hard of a champion right there, bro. And we don't need Eric Fisher to go out. It's bad enough that Mitch has been out for 3, 4 games now. You know what I'm saying? So we need our bookend tackles to get back. We got Wiz coming back. I think we said something about Wiz, didn't we?
yeah, they
Last
signed
week?
Wiz. They signed
Yeah,
Wiz. They
so we
run
got
Wiz.
Wiz back. That's cool. Another veteran. He was here last year. A good guard. Hopefully he's healthy. He can come back in and put in some work. You know what I'm saying? So um, I would definitely try to get him back in the starting lineup. You know what I'm saying? As soon as he's up to speed, go ahead and get him back in there. You know what I'm saying, for the stretch run in the playoffs. So that's good. We got DeAndre Baker coming in. He's here, so maybe he can give some life. You know what I'm saying, off the in the backfield or whatever. So I mean, it's still good things. We still got a lot of season left. You know what I'm saying? So our best bet is just to keep moving on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a hell of a game next Sunday, man. We got Tom Brady. We're going to his house, and we'll discuss that later on this.
Right, right. We'll get to that. We'll get to that episode for
We're
sure.
gonna get there.
I definitely got a lot to say about that one. But man, can we talk about the people who don't need to be playing any more snaps for real? Like Ben Neiman, I'm getting sick of that experiment. Like Willie Gay need to take pretty much all his snaps, dog. Like Neiman, they're on that one touchdown when Waller was running wide open. He went to double team the fullback. I'm like, what you doing double teaming the fullback? Like, what are you doing out there? Like he made so many mistakes, man. I'm just getting sick of it.
Yeah, I definitely yelled at my TV when that happened. I don't know. It's hard to defend Neiman.
He's not playing good, man. I mean, I just gotta be somebody else better out there. There just gotta be. There's gotta be somebody else that can fit the system and play better than Neiman, dog. If you're not gonna get Willie Gay full snaps, dog, you need to find somebody else out there, man.
Well, I mean, I trust Brett Veach. I feel like if there's somebody out there, he's definitely looking. Um, uh, who's the guy everybody keeps saying? Clay Matthews, maybe.
He's still
Um,
out there.
I think so.
Dang,
I think so.
I figured somebody would have took a chance on him already.
One thing, man, that it wasn't no fire tonight, man. On the defense, it really wasn't no fire, man. Like it was crazy. It just was a weird game. You know what I'm saying? I'm just happy we won.
Right, because the first half I was just like, okay, how come Juan Thornhill and Legarius Sneed not really out there playing? And then the second half, Spags put them out there a little more. I said, man, these are your dynamic playmakers on defense. Y'all gonna need them tonight.
And then they got Juan on like a pitch count. Like, he's not entirely back. You know what I'm saying? So, oh man, it's weird, bro. We just got to soldier through this stretch, and when it comes to January, we got to be right. You know what I'm saying? So, as long as we don't keep putting too many performances like this up on the place, you know what I'm saying, on the board, I think we'll be fine. And I think the defense will come together. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get it right.
Yeah, and there's another thing. Nick Kaiser, there's got to be somebody better than Nick Kaiser out there too. I'm getting tired of seeing him on the field too, man. Like he does nothing right as a fullback slash tight end, man. He does nothing right. Like he barely caught that one pass, even though the pass was low. He caught it, but another time, man, there was a time when I think the Raiders sent it wasn't a blitz. I don't think. I think they sent a blitz. I'm not sure, but I think he was one on one with Crosby, and then he just chipped them, and Crosby got in the backfield, and it was a run for a loss. And then on another play, he came over. I think with Tyreek was got the reverse. He came over. He barely put a hand on Max Crosby, and the play was dead after that.
Well, we got Ricky Seals Jones. I don't know why he
Yeah,
hasn't
where's he
played.
at? Where's he at though?
Your guess is as good as mine, buddy. I don't know. I don't
You
know.
tell me to tell
I
me
don't
he's
like
not
that
better than
Colin
Kyler?
Sanders. I don't like that Colin Sanders is like Saunders is getting like healthy scratches. Like I don't understand that.
Yeah,
You know
what
what I'm
was up with
saying?
that? I seen him on the injury report all of a sudden.
No, he hasn't been on the injury report. He's just been getting inactive.
No, that's what
That's
I'm
the game.
saying. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. I
Oh,
know he's
okay,
not
okay.
hurt.
My bad. Yeah, I don't know. They got to start putting him back in the game, man. For real.
I agree.
He's
I
not.
agree.
He's not. He might not be the best run defender, but he just brings energy and he brings a little bit swagger, and he can get out to the quarterback a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, man, start putting him back in the game. I like Warden too, but I mean, it got to be a better. It got to. We need some help with this run defense, especially versus Tampa Bay, because that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we'll get into that this week, but yeah, man, the run defense got to get better. They had no energy today, bro. It was just, it was bad. It was really bad.
I'll say this about the run defense. The run defense, they got better in the second half. I mean, the first half, Josh Jacobs started out well and everything. He got in the end zone. But as the game went along, they improved a little bit. But we definitely can improve in that area even more as the season goes along. So, but at the end of the day, man, I mean, this game tonight just shows that, even if we play our C game, in which I feel was a C game, maybe a C minus game. I don't know. But at the end of the day, if we play that way, we'll still find a way to win. But I just know come playoff time, we can't play like that because it's levels to the playoffs.
Yeah, and it'll definitely ratchet up when we get to the playoffs. But like I said, I've said before, we can beat a lot of teams with a C plus game. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not advising us to,
Right.
but we can do it. You know what I'm saying? Tonight was a
Because tonight we could have got
much
swept.
better D. We played a D game and Pat scored an A plus on the last test and raised it up to a C.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? We can play these type of games and win. It's not the best way to play, bro. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it, like I said, you can improve off wins. It's easier to improve off a win than a loss.
Yep.
And I think they know, bro. They had to know. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I talked to somebody and he said he had an off game. He know, you know what I'm saying? He know he didn't show up tonight, and he know he need to get better, and I believe he will. You know what I'm saying? And that goes. I know Tyron ain't gonna sit at home all week. Like this game is gonna piss him off all week. I already know that. Like you can tell that
It should.
it should. You know what I'm saying? And I believe he's one of those guys that feeds off that type of energy. That man, I had a bad game. You know what I'm saying? So I got to come out and reclaim my throne. You know what I'm saying? So him and Frank and Chris, like I think it's gonna be a good week of practice
I
for
mean,
real.
it has to be. It has to be like guys got to get on point. I'm like, because I'm like Spags, the rest of the defense unit. I'm like, you guys had 2 weeks to get this together. But I mentioned on Twitter, I said Spags did say before, like against them formations that the Raiders be running, like against them type bunch formations or whatever. That's where Spags be struggling against the most. But I'm just like, dog, you had 2 weeks to get this right, and it's still the same stuff I'm seeing out there.
Yeah, that's also the worst we've looked off a bye
Yeah,
in a long time too.
yeah.
So, but also, man, I mean, we had some COVID issues. We had we trying to incorporate some guys back into the rotation. So it's not an excuse. I don't want to use that as an excuse, but it is like we are working through some things. You know what I'm saying? Some things that we got to get back working and get that machine rolling right. You know what I'm saying? So it's good. Get the kinks out now because when it's January, you ain't got time to get no kinks out, bro. You just got to win. You know what I'm saying? So we can work those kinks out in week 10, week 15, 16, 17. We need to be a well-oiled machine and rolling, you know?
Yep.
And again, bro, props to the Raiders for showing up,
Yeah.
sticking to their game plan, sticking to their to what was working, that's cool. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? They almost did it. They didn't do it, but they fought, bro, and that's what's up. I'm watching the Super Bowl too, and we just Pat just threw a second interception.
Uh,
I was on YouTube. It's on autoplay, so the Super Bowl is like always like a play away. But uh, you know what I'm saying? Like I think everybody that had a bad game today, it was enough bad games to spread around. I think they'll get it together and refocus. The MVP of the game is definitely Pat, of course, but I would give Clyde. I'll give Clyde the. I think Clyde had the best game today, and I think Le'Veon Bell showed a lot more than he's been showing. So I would get a running game uh, MVP of the game
okay.
because Pat always get it. You know what I'm saying? So
Right. Right.
yeah, you know what I'm
That's
saying? So,
yeah.
so we're gonna start calling it the Pat Mahomes Award, like Mike Greenberg said or whatever dude from ESPN. But yeah, so the Pat Mahomes MVP award goes to the running game tonight.
Yeah, I'm right with you on that. The running game was a lot better. They pretty much listened to what I said in regards to improving the running game. So I'll definitely got to give the running game that award because it opened up a lot for Pat to do what he do. Even though Pat has been Pat without a run game here and there,
Right.
but the running game definitely made it easier.
And man, Travis and Tyreek, man, they've been having some games lately, bro. Like for real, for real.
Okay,
So
yeah,
I
and
think that'll be good. They're gonna show up against Tampa Bay. So I believe we can ride. We can ride those two guys, and then we get Sammy back in the mix. I think it'll look a lot more smoother, a lot more fresh
yeah,
if we got Sammy back in the mix, man. I
yeah.
think Sammy is really a key to what we do.
Yep. And I want to touch on Pat Tyreek and Travis real quick. I seen a post saying that they're biased as a Chiefs fan. Of course, they said Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, and Travis Kelce they the best trio ever in NFL history. I ain't gonna go that far, but
No,
I just want to
no.
ask you this, dog. What's the best trio of offensive weapons ever in NFL history in your opinion?
Um, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Roger Craig, um, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith. Um, Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, and Marshall Faulk, Peyton and Edge, and uh, Marvin or Reggie Wayne or whoever. Yeah, man, there's a lot of good trios out there. Like, I think they might be getting into the conversation if they keep doing what they've been doing the last 3 weeks and then come off as repeat champions. Yeah, you can mention them. I don't think they there yet. You know what I'm saying? And I'm totally biased, but yeah, bro, it's a lot of good trios that you can name. You know what I'm saying? So they got to do what Dallas did first. Like those are like the king of the trios. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So let's get to that status first, and then we can start talking about the best ever. Even though Travis Kelce is slowly working his way to the best tight end of all time right now.
Yeah.
I think so, for real. Because he's doing it at a high clip and he's getting older and he's not injury prone like Gronk was, which, in my opinion, that knocks Gronk down. You know what I'm saying? Like he's being consistent. He should have had what he got 4 straight 1,000. He should have five because he came up with 5 yards short in like
Right.
his in 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he's the most consistent tight end out there, bro, and he's still doing that same juke move, and it just works every time, bro. Every time it works, and that's what Demarcus need to learn. Instead of you're not Tyreek, bro. So when you run back 3 yards, most of the times you're gonna get caught. You ain't able to get back to where you was. Tyreek can run back 5 yards and get back to the spot that he was in the first place. I don't think DeMarcus has that type of speed. So stop going backwards. Just just push it forward, fall forward, bro. Don't fall backwards, bro. He had an opportunity to make some good plays tonight, and he kept going backwards. And he just he just really had an off game, and that's my dog. Like I like D Rob, and I'm glad that we signed him back. And I really do think D Rob knows the whole playbook, but he just had some mental mistakes that he cannot have at this point. You just can't. You just can't do that. So
Yep, I agree with you all the way, man. And then I want to mention another trio. Like, even though they didn't win a Super Bowl or anything, definitely gonna give flowers to Randall Cunningham, Chris Carter, and Randy Moss, especially for 1998.
oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. They made Dante Culpepper look good. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
yep.
So yeah, he just man, this is you talk about a sad loss. That loss they had in the playoffs because the kicker didn't miss no kicks.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god,
Gary Anderson was perfect the entire season until that NFC title game.
boy! Now that's a way to lose.
Hmm.
I I ain't gonna lie, bro. I was nervous every time Bucker lined up for an extra point tonight.
Hey, I don't blame you. They mentioned her in the broadcast. He done missed 6 of them.
Right, but I mean he nailed them on, so they
Yeah,
was kind of drifting. I was like, oh, bro, calm down. But he was hitting them so hard it didn't matter. So
yeah. Then he kicked one out of bounds on the kickoff. I said, "Oh
yeah,
God!" Now
yeah,
we kicking the ball out of bounds.
he wasn't playing tonight. Man. Yeah. I'm happy for him that he hit all his extra points. He hit five for five. So
Yeah,
and that's another thing, bro. Despite the D plus game we had, we still put up 36 points, 35 points. Like even our off games, you gotta bring 30 to the table, bro. You
yep,
got to. You gotta
yep,
start at 30.
yep. That's how
Not
scary we
only
are,
bring
man.
it to the table, you gotta start at 30. Like, okay, first of all, how we gonna beat the Chiefs? Okay, first of all, we gotta get 30 points.
Hmm.
And hopefully we hold them to you
Or
gotta get at least
or just hopefully make us punt one more time than our opponents. So
and like Travis said that this is the best Raiders team he's ever seen since he's been in the league. I agree completely. Because usually we play the Raiders and they just do something Raider like to ruin the game, give us all the momentum, and we just cruise to the victory. They just weren't doing it. They haven't done it the last two games. So maybe this is a new breed of Raider. John Gruden got them playing with confidence and playing with some swagger. You know what I'm saying? So cool, man. You know, if we back to having a rivalry with the Raiders, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. That's cool. Because the Broncos ain't it. The
nah,
Chargers ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So they act like they ain't ready to compete yet, you know. So
Chargers almost lost to the Jets, dog. They almost let the Jets come back. Oh man. But yeah, man. Other than that, man, we didn't got the win. We got the win out the way. We're on to Tampa. Anything else you want to cover from tonight's game?
um now we touched on the defense, we touched on D Rob. Um Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes. I think tonight again he solidified his argument for being MVP. Russell had a good game. It wasn't that bad, but it
Right.
wasn't. He didn't separate himself. They starting to throw Kyler Murray into the conversation, but
Yeah.
he's done some things. He's had some wild moments, but I think Pat is number one,
Yep.
and Rodgers might be number two right now.
Yeah. Even though they lost in overtime, I mean, Rodgers, he still did his
They
thing.
lost today.
Yeah, they lost to the Colts in overtime.
Oh,
Yep.
they sure did lose. Sure did. Okay, so it's number one, and then it's do. Then it's
Yeah.
Rodgers.
Yeah. Pass along right now, dog. I mean, it is what it
Yeah,
is. And then I also want to say this, shout out to Le'Veon Bell for scoring his first touchdown in the Kansas City Chiefs uniform. So
I
welcome
did
to the
predict
family,
that.
dog.
I did predict that though.
Yep, you sure did. That was a great call, man.
Yeah, I was happy for him, bro. And I think that he showed some things, bro, that down the line is gonna look real good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about Le'Veon Bell. I really am.
Yep, most
One of
definitely.
these games he gonna go off.
You said which game do I think you gonna go off in?
No, I said one of these games he's gonna go off, and
Oh
and
well, yeah, yeah, most
hopefully it's
definitely.
next week. You know what I'm saying? Or the Saints game or Miami or something.
Right,
So I think he inching, getting better and better every week. You know what I'm saying? And he's been real cool, man. He ain't been no problem. He ain't been no distraction, and that's good, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's it, man. We got the W. It's on the Tampa Bay. It's on the Tom Brady. Um, it's gonna be a fun game.
yep, most definitely. Cannot wait. It's gonna be a star-studded battle.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and that's going to conclude tonight's episode. Gave you guys our recap from our perspectives. Again, this is your host, Bad Luck Chuck, and my guy, Country Boy. Uh, Concluding another
Oh,
episode of recap.
shout out to BJ. Shout out to Jack Stacks. They gave me a little something to eat
Yeah,
on,
they
man.
gave you something. They gave you something.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. But shout out to them, Kent, Jeff Allen, Therese Paylor. They did a whole little watch party that was dope.
Yeah.
I got to meet a couple guys. I got to meet a couple of Let It Fly media guys, and they were real cool. So yeah, that was cool. I appreciate that, man. And shoot, hey, we'll see you later on this week. We're gonna break down this Tampa Bay game, and yeah, buddy.
Yes, sir. Cannot wait. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm out, brother. You have a good one, my man.
Peace.
Yeah.